I'm Charlie Barra, the producer of Girasole wines in California and the Barra of Mendocino label, and I've been growing grapes for 63 years. Well, my family came from northern Italy and they were grape growers there. My grandfather was a grape grower there, so we were very knowledgeable about grape growing. And we grew up in the 30s in a vineyard, working with our parents. So I was always very comfortable in the vineyard growing grapes. My grandfather, my dad, and those people who came early 1900s and migrated up to Mendocino County because the climate and the terrain is very similar from where they came from in northern Italy, the Piedmont district of northern Italy. I've traveled the world over and I haven't found a place that is better for growing varietal grapes than Mendocino County. In the deal to sell grapes to Winty and Mondavi, we shook hands, didn't have a written contract. And we delivered grapes to them for 30 years on that one handshake. We'd go have lunch with Mondavi, or he'd come to our place and we'd have lunch. And we'd go stay overnight with the Winty family and go duck hunting in the San Joaquin Valley. If it wasn't for those families, I probably wouldn't be in the grape business. Picking grapes in 1955, we were picking in wooden boxes, 50-pound boxes, hauling the boxes to the winery and dumping them in the crusher. And in 1955, I decided to change the system in California for picking grapes by building small steel gondolas, 2-ton, 2.5-ton, putting them on trailers and letting the pickers pick right into the gondolas and not having any boxes in the field. And I went to the Winty family and we developed a hoist in Livermore. And within a few years, most wineries had lifts and growers were beginning to change. In the late Prohibition time. San Francisco, I can remember hauling grapes down there on a small truck, 2 or 3 ton, and selling 20 boxes to each grower, each winemaker down there, and crushing them for them into a little tank, and then bringing the boxes home, and they made their own wine. It's very difficult. Right after Prohibition, those growers that were out working for other people helping were only making 25 cents an hour. Sometimes I wonder how we got where we got. I was probably about 48 years old when I converted to organic. It took 3 years for conversion, by the way. And you have to have the vineyard inspected every year and the soils tested so that they're absolutely sure that you haven't violated the code. In the beginning, we bought beneficials and planted them in the vineyard. I turned them loose like ladybugs, a lot of ladybugs, and they help reduce the insects. We know that when we put pesticides in the field and chemicals in the field, it's not conducive to good health. Because we're organic, we don't have to worry about those things, and we feel very comfortable about our pickers. Now that we're organic, and have been for 20 years, we have practically no problems with insects or diseases in the vineyard. The first part of it, you have to believe in what you're doing. You have to believe the benefits are there and it's economically feasible. If you can get by those 2 points, then there are not many mistakes you're going to make. There is some problem in a person that puts aesthetic above the environment, but it's well worth the cost, knowing that you're doing the right thing.